giving a warning to Lopez. He is pushing the head of Marquez down a lot, and that's what Weeks is concerned with.
Oh, some vicious shots by Lopez in that last round as we enter round 8. Let's see how Marquez reacts. Lopez certainly got the better of Marquez in that last round, the 7th round.
Wow, that's an astonishing statistic from sports media, because you would think Marquez would have make it closer in the combination department, but Lopez landing a lot more combinations.
Yeah, and Lopez landing some vicious shots. I mean, listen, if it was anybody else other than Marquez, who can change a fight with one punch? You know, I think Weeks will have to be looking at this fight because he's taking vicious head shots.
Another one by Lopez to the head of Marquez. Lopez fast and powerful.
You could feel Marquez trying to set up that left hook. He knows he's got to land a big one to change his fight, and you can see him trying desperately to do it.
And Lopez taking away Marquez, one of Marquez's strengths, as you mentioned, the combination punching. Now Marquez digging to the body.
Good work inside.
Marquez is a gallant warrior, man. But I'm looking at his feet, and they don't look good. He's tripping over himself. And when you see a fighter get squared up, he's hurt.
That's what he does, and it gets himself in trouble when he does do it.
He did it against Vasquez in the last fight in the 3rd round, but he was in complete command there.
Yes.
Different story.
But then in those middle rounds is when he did get tired and did it again. Both men landing good shots, but Lopez is more powerful. And you know, the big story here to me is the right hand of Marquez has been completely taken away by Lopez.
Well, he just landed 2 nice right hands, but it don't seem like anything's on it. It's that left hook.
Marquez landing with the left hook. 40 seconds left in the 8th. Stupendous action.
How is Rafael Marquez still standing?
Because he's the pride of Mexico.
That's the reason, I guess. And Marquez still whipping with those left hooks and landing one.
There's a straight right hand by Marquez. Oh, and he's flopping around. He tripped over Lopez. Lopez comes back with the left hands. It's non-stop.
I think Lopez needs to invest in the body if he really want to get Marquez out of there.
Final seconds of round 8. Lopez trying to get Marquez to the canvas, but he refuses to go. Marquez looking disoriented. Finally, they get him back to the corner.
Well, this is why he was disoriented. He took some monstrous punches by Lopez. But as you see, Marquez also landing off those ropes. And that's what made this round so interesting and appealing. Lopez, who has a great offensive arsenal, also landing the uppercuts on the inside. Both of these men do everything good offensively, don't they?
Yeah, but I just like to see Marquez do a little bit more moving. I think Lopez are winning these rounds, but it's those once in a while, those counter punches.
One of the all-time Puerto Rican greats, 4-time world champion, trying to cheer Lopez on.
They've become good friends, and he's a confidant of Lopez, and it's a great boxer.
That's it. Well, that's it. They're stopping the fight. Marquez will not answer the bell for round 9, and it's all over. And look at the emotional reaction by Lopez. It looks like it might be a shoulder injury. He's holding that right shoulder. What a shame it has to end this way.
especially when it was such a gallant effort by Rafael Marquez.
But I think he put it all out there. You know, the younger fighter was coming on strong, even though he was just one counterpunch away from changing the whole night.
True.
But Lopez was winning those rounds decisively.
Juan Manuel Lopez hoisted into the air, winning the most important fight of his career. The Puerto Rican superstar, now truly among boxing's elite, denies the great Rafael Marquez a third division title. And a tough way for things to end here tonight for the great Rafael Marquez.
And what's fascinating is, as Antonio pointed out, he was always one counterpunch away from turning the fight around, even though he was taking a lot of punishment.
Lopez remaining undefeated and retaining the belt.
Now here we're at the end of the round, and there is where Rafael Marquez, and that's part of the reason why he ended up going in the wrong direction. He had already complaining about his shoulder, and obviously that became the reason they stopped the fight as Daniel Zaragoza leads him back.
Yeah, I can only speculate, but it looks like he was throwing a lot of overhand rights and lefts, and, you know, sometime when you're in the heat of the battle, your adrenaline flowing, it's very easy for you to pull a muscle. In my last fight I did, so I understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You were injured. And, you know, that right hand, he stopped throwing it during a certain portion of this fight. We said it was taken away by Lopez. It may have also been taken away by an injury that was starting.
So they are celebrating in Puerto Rico as this fight ends before the start of the 9th round, as Rafael Marquez can't answer the bell with an injured right shoulder.
It was thrilling in many parts of this fight. It was just what we would have expected from this fight. And they etched their names next to all those great Puerto Rican and Mexican warriors.
Stirring action indeed, as we send it up to our Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official word. Jim?
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has been stopped at the end of round number 8, with Marquez unable to continue. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated and still the WBO featherweight champion of the world, Juan Manuel Lopez.
So Lopez getting together with Marquez for a few words. Marquez able to manage a smile there, although he's got to be very, very disappointed. We're going to go back and let you listen to the end of round 8 when Marquez went back to his corner, the conversation in the corner with the help from our translator, Felix de Jesus.
What's wrong? What's wrong? I can't move it. I can't move it. I can't move it. Okay, well, we're going to have to stop this. Are you okay? I can't move it. No, I can't go. Do you want to keep fighting? Do you want to keep fighting?
If he continues taking punches, I'm stopping the fight. Okay?
I'll keep going, but it's hurting. No, I can't go. I just can't go. Okay, well, we're going to stop it. We're going to stop it.
And now, here's the reaction of Lopez. Absolute elation.
Another chapter in the history of Juan Manuel Lopez in which he was vulnerable and exciting and ended up winning a fight that people will remember for a long, long time.
Yeah, it was definitely a great performance. I mean, you take my hat off to Marquez, gallant warrior that he is, and we know that he didn't want to finish it like that, but it looks like Lopez was coming on, and he landed some vicious shots down the stretch.
Well, it all started with an injured right thumb for Marquez. It ends with an injured right shoulder.
Yeah, that's what postponed the fighter. And the sports media numbers here demonstrate Lopez doing extremely well, landing more punches and throwing more punches.
Yeah, you look at the power punches. I mean, 205 to 97. That's a big disparity right there, and those power punches was the telling.
And almost all of those 97 for Marquez were, in fact, left hooks.
Oh, yeah.
So the possibility of winning a third weight division title will have to be put on hold for Rafael Marquez. He wanted to join his brother Juan Manuel along with some other great Mexican champions with that milestone. Let's go up into the ring. Jim Gray. Jim.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Quite a collection of champions here in the ring. Rafael, first let's start with you. Ricardo Fernandez will interpret for us. What happened to your shoulder and when did it happen?
Lo que pasa que ya venía lastimado y no quería otra vez cancelar la pelea. Vine a pelear y lástima que me jodió otra vez.
You know, I was hurt. Before I came in, the shoulder had been hurt. Before I came into the fight, I didn't want to postpone it anymore, and I just felt like that. It was since camp.
Did it affect the outcome of this fight?
¿Crees que obviamente el resultado hubiera sido diferente no has lastimado?
Claro que sí, pues ya no sentía el hombro desde el tercer round, me dolía el hombro, me dolía. Ya en el cuarto, en el quinto, ya no podía tirar golpes.
You know, in the third round, I couldn't even throw punches anymore. I know it would have changed the result.
Wama, did you able to detect, were you able to detect that he had a problem with his shoulder?
¿Sentiste que él estaba lastimado?
No, realmente no, él todo el tiempo estuvo fuerte, un gran peleador y no lo sentí, pero voy, repito, un peleador muy fuerte, un gran peleador.
No, I never figured that he was so strong. Every time he hit me, he was a very strong guy.
What happened to you in the fourth round? Were you almost out of the fight in the fourth round?
¿Cuarto round qué pasó cuando te conectó?
No, un peleador fuerte, me dio un buen gancho de izquierda, realmente no, me dio bien, un peleador muy fuerte, realmente que sí.
Hey, that's going to happen when you're in a fight. You know, you got hit, I got hit, and it was a tremendous hit. He's a big puncher.
Did you let an opportunity get away, Rafael, in the fourth round to win this fight?
Antes que dejaste de ir a la pelea ahí, a lo mejor lo hubieras terminado.
Sí, bueno, es un peleador fuerte igual, un campeón del mundo. Creo que fuerte, creo que damos todo lo mejor, pero me estaba contragolpeando y me podía agarrar en cualquier momento.
It was a world champion. You know, you got him hurt, they're gonna come right back at you. But that's the way the fight was gonna go. You know, he countered everything I did.
Would he like a rematch, Rafael, and where Wama give him one?
¿Le gustaría una revancha?
Claro que sí, estamos pactando la revancha y me encantaría pelear otra vez con él. Es un gran peleador que pega y aguanta, y creo que sería factible hacer una revancha.
I love it. I think, you know, we show we're both strong guys. He's a real great champion. I think we enjoy fighting each other. Why not? Let's do it again.
See?
Yeah. Conmigo no había problema, todo hablarlo con Bob y mi manejador, y en Puerto Rico hacer una gran fecha en marzo.
We have a great, we have a great following in Puerto Rico. Maybe we can do it in Puerto Rico if Bob wants to do it there.
Bob, is this a possibility, and would you consider this, or is Gamboa going to be next?
Of course, but he has to get his shoulder repaired first. So that's number one. Number two, he's going to fight the first 3 months in Puerto Rico, and then we hope to do a fight with Gamboa sometime in June. So that's the plan, and we want to bring his next fight to Puerto Rico. We got such great champions from Puerto Rico.
Wilfredo Gomez, Tito Trinidad.
You know, Miguel Cotto.
Congratulations, Wama. Bob, we send all of our condolences to you. We know it's been a very difficult month on the passing of your son.
That, Jim, thank you.
Okay, Steve, back to you.
Jim, thank you very much. Let's see how the scoring went for Lopez versus Marquez. The official judges' scorecards at the time of the stoppage, they had it all for Lopez.
Yeah, and you know, he was starting to come on and really take control of this fight despite the 2-point round that went for Marquez.
And also at the time of the stoppage, we'll check out our panel of press row judges. And again, a clean sweep for Juan Manuel Lopez.
And the numbers we showed, the punch numbers kind of supported that. And but interesting for a fight with that margin, still up in the air almost every moment because of the possibility of Marquez landing something big.